What if I told you the next big leap in smartphones isn't coming from Apple, and it's not coming from Samsung either, but from Huawei? Yes, Huawei, a company that many thought was out of the game, might just be preparing one of the most powerful smartphones we've ever seen, because according to new leaks, Huawei could soon unveil its very first smartphone with 20 gigabytes of RAM. 20, not 16, not 12. 20. That's not just a spec. That's not just a number. That's a bold statement, and it could change everything. The rumor comes from a trusted Chinese tipster digital chat station, and it suggests that Huawei's second flagship lineup of 2025 is already in development. And at the top of that lineup could be a device packing more memory than most laptops from just a few years ago. This upcoming lineup? Most likely the Huawei Mate 80 series, expected to launch by the end of this year. And if the rumor turns out to be true, this would be the first time in Huawei's entire smartphone history that they release a model with 20 gigabytes of RAM. Now you might be wondering, why does RAM even matter? Well, RAM, or random access memory, is basically your phone's short-term, high-speed memory. It's what keeps apps running in the background. It's what allows you to switch between tasks without freezing. It's what makes everything feel smooth, fast, and responsive. In today's world, where phones do so much more, gaming, video editing, AI, multitasking, RAM is the fuel that keeps the engine running. More RAM means more power. And in Huawei's case, that extra memory might not just be for performance, it might be for AI. Huawei has been working hard behind the scenes to bring AI directly into their smartphones. We're talking about smart photography, real-time language translation, advanced voice assistants, all running on the device, not in the cloud. To make that possible, you need more memory. A lot more. And that's where 20 gigabytes of RAM could be a game changer. But the leaks don't stop there, because Huawei might also be working on a brand new chipset, one that uses a completely new chip packaging technology. This could mean better thermal control, faster speeds, and a huge improvement in power efficiency. More importantly, it could mean a return to serious 5G performance. Remember, Huawei's been under pressure for years because of US sanctions. They were forced to stop using chips from companies like Qualcomm and TSMC. That could have ended things for most brands. But Huawei didn't give up. Instead, they went back to the drawing board. They invested. They innovated. They built their own chips, slowly, painfully, but steadily. And now with this new packaging tech, Huawei might finally be preparing a chip that could compete or even lead in the 5G space. Imagine that. A Huawei phone with 20 gigabytes of RAM, a powerful new chip, next-gen 5G. It's not just a comeback, it's a flex. It's Huawei saying, we're not done, we're just getting started. But of course, none of this is official yet. These are leaks, early rumors, and things could change before launch. But if even half of this turns out to be true, the Huawei Mate 80 series could be one of the most important smartphones of the year. Not just because of the specs, but because of what it represents. A company that was cut off, slowed down, sanctioned, and nearly erased from global smartphone competition is now building something that could leap ahead of the industry. It's more than a phone. It's a message. And that message is clear. Huawei isn't just back. Huawei is building the future. So what do you think? Is 20 gigabytes of RAM overkill? Or is it the kind of innovation we've been waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know what you think about this potential shift in the smartphone landscape. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more in-depth tech breakdowns just like this. Because the tech world moves fast, and we're here to keep you ahead of it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.